Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be telling you how to grow and propagate the spider plant. So if you are a beginner and you just want to start gardening, then spider plant is a good plant to start with, and in this video I'm going to be giving you the complete guidance. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Well, that said, let's get started. So this is how the spider plant looks. And there are actually I have two varieties growing. One is this one where the leaves are slightly light, and one is this one where the leaves are slightly dark in color. Now the reason for growing spider plants is that first reason is that they are quite tough plants, which means that they can grow in all the weather seasons, all time. They're perennial plants basically. And the second reason is that it's very easy to maintain and grow. And what I mean when I say this is that they actually don't get easily infected by your insects or ants or anything like that. And that's the reason why it's a very good idea to start growing spider plants as your first plant. So in this method I'll be showing, in this video I'll be showing how you can grow the spider plants by the propagation method. As you can see, these are the copies of the spider plant. These are the copies of the spider plant, and the plant makes copies of itself to grow. The other two methods in which the plant grows are the root division method and the seed method. So when the plant ages, like when it's quite old, then it manufactures seeds instead of these. But irrespective of the variety, whether it is this one or this one, the method is the same. And that brings me to step number 1, selecting your plant. So I would suggest, instead of going to the nursery and buying the spider plants, you might as well go to your friend's house or your relative's house where these plants grow, and might as well you can just take these and start these itself. So step number 2 is selecting your pot size. Now there's no restriction to the pot size while growing the plants, because when you take the spiderlets itself, and you can directly put them in a larger pot and they will comfortably grow. As you can see here, I'm growing in quite a large hanging basket, and here it's growing in a very small pot without any problems. But in this video I will show you how you can make in these type of containers. So actually this was a detergent bottle, and I just cut it and made a few holes down below for the easy drainage of water. So I'll be showing how you can grow the spider plants in this type of a container. Step number 3 is your soil. Now I'm using regular garden soil itself. This is already mixed with your compost, but when you're buying your garden soil, then it's always a good idea to have some compost. Now spider plants don't require any additional nutrition, and that's the reason why they can easily grow in such type of simple garden soil. So I'll be using this soil itself, and I'm putting it in the container to grow the plants. Step number 4 is choosing your spiderlets. Now how the spiderlets grow is that actually first the leaves start growing and then the roots start growing. In fact, I can show you right away over here. It starts with the flower, very small flowers are there here, and then it starts with the copies. Now the leaves are here, but there are no roots. So don't get carried away by looking at the size of the leaf. Instead, you need to check the roots. So in this, it is quite good. So I can select this. I can select this one also, but the roots require a little more time to develop. If I look at something like this, well, the bunch is small, so I would not take something like this. I'll just go behind a bit, and you can see here the roots are growing perfectly well. So I can select this one. So similarly, you can just select 2 or 3. I'm going to select 2 of this because of my container size. You can take 3 also, but I'm going to just cut 2 of them. So what you do is, whatever you're going to select, for example this one, if I select, I'm just going to cut this over here and separate this out, and I'm going to dip this in a bowl of water. So step number 5, here I have selected my spiderlets. I've selected 2 of them, and I'm just keeping it in a bowl of water in a slight shaded area. Now the reason for doing this is that initially when this is attached to the plant, it gets nutrients from the plant itself. So we need to activate the roots of these spiderlets and make them realize their job of taking the nutrients from the water and surviving on their own. So I'll just leave it in this bowl for about 30 minutes to 1 hour, and after that I will put it in the pot. Step number 6, preparing your pot. Now since we have created holes down below, what we will do is we will put some stones, or a better idea is you put these coconut shells. Now you will be grating coconut at home. What you do is you just preserve these shells and you can just cut it into such pieces, and you use this instead of stones to line the surface of the pot. So I will just take few stones and I will just line it inside. Get some more. So I have just about covered every hole inside, and now I can start adding my soil. So we'll go ahead and add the soil. So from here I am just taking the soil and I will just fill it up. So here you can see now I have filled the soil completely. Don't fill it up to the brim, just little lower, little below the brim level, because anyways we have to dig the soil a little bit to put our spider legs. Now what we'll do is we'll just pour some little water and make the soil moist, because always small plants like moist soil only. The soil must never ever be dry, okay, for their healthy growth. So little more water also I can put, because then the soil underneath also needs to get moist. But don't soak the soil completely with water. It should just get moist. You can just leave it like this for a while, and in the meantime all the water will go down. Step number 6, planting it. So about 30 minutes have been elapsed now, and I have brought the plant, and it's now time to plant it over here. So I will be telling how you can easily plant it. So since I have 2 of them, so I need to make about 2 digouts. So what you do is first slightly we'll just make one small hole or something over here. Okay, I'll just do that so that my plant can just sit inside. And then what you do is you take one of them. So I'm taking this, and you just push it inside like this. And after you push it inside, make sure you also cover up that hole and give some manual support to the plant so that the plant will not shake. So here I am just giving a little support. Don't worry if you are pushing the soil a little bit inside and you have to push the plant a bit inside, just don't worry about that. Okay, it will, you just have to ensure that the plant just stays like that. Now as you can see, it is staying here, it's not moving easily. And now we will do the second one also. We will put the second one here. Now after putting this, the soil level slightly it has gone down because we have pressed the soil a bit. So what I will do is I will just take little soil and I will just put it around the corners, and this also gives little more additional support to the plant. So like this I will just put it around the sides. And so now I have topped up the pot with soil, and the plants are also perfectly fine. Now a little bit more I can just water it, just slightly, not too much, so that whatever extra soil we have added that gets mixed with the pot. And also when you do that, you are removing the soil from the leaves, or rather you are cleaning the leaves free from soil so that they can easily breathe. And with this we are actually done planting. What you now have to do is you just have to keep it in a semi-shade area for about 4 to 5 days and just observe the growth. So here you can see I have just kept the pot in a slightly different location in a semi-shaded area. You can just leave it there for about 4 to 5 days and you just observe the growth. and after 5 days you can keep it wherever you want, preferably away from the wind, so that it still manages to grow without suffering from shock. Now I will be showing the different pots where I have grown my spider plant. The first one is this is the hanging basket. I showed this in the start of the video. And second one is this. I've grown it in a slightly smaller pot. This is I don't know, hardly maybe 4 or 5 inches this would be. It's a darker variety. I've grown the spider plant over here also in this pot, you can see. This one I grew just 2 months back, and you can see the difference between this between the size of this plant and the size of this spiderlet. There is a clear difference, and this itself is positive growth. So I'm keeping it open itself over here in the balcony. This is facing quite a lot of wind. I had kept it near the full sunlight in the east direction, and I have kept it here in the slightly shaded area now. Okay, not shaded area, lesser sunlight falls here, and it's still growing very nicely. And while I'm over here, I will also like to talk about the water requirements. As you can see here, the soil is quite dry, so please make sure that you keep the soil moist. Initial stages of the growth, moist soil is always essential. Next, I would like to show this coffee mug. So actually there was a crack that was developed on this coffee mug. So instead of simply wasting this mug, I thought I can put the spider plant here. And this I grew, I think, about 4 months back. And because the size of the mug is small, or size of the pot is small, that's the reason why the growth is very slow. But you can see it is growing very comfortably. You can actually keep this on your desk also, where your study desk or wherever. You can keep this indoors, because spider plant is basically an indoor plant. But then you can see here I'm growing this outdoors there without any problems. Now here this is actually a bigger pot, but then this plant grew here by mistake. We didn't want it to grow, but it still grew. So we thought, fine, we will leave it. There's no problem with that. Next, you can see this over here. This is a similar container as what I showed in the video, and this is growing for the past 1 year. You can see it's growing comfortably. When your pot size is small, what actually happens is that the growth of the plant is slow. So the plant takes a lot of time to grow, but you give time, have some patience, and it will grow. Sometimes you may see these leaves dry up. Don't worry, you can just simply take it out and just discard them. And one very important point to note is that the spider plants have a very long life. They live for a very long time, irrespective of where they are growing. So don't worry at all, your plant is going to survive very nicely. So this over here actually was inside, indoors. I used to keep it next to my study desk, and once in a while I bring it outside so that it gets some fresh air and some wind. Now this is a normal sized pot, and this pot is just dedicated for this plant. And you can see here the roots are very thick in the spiderlet. So actually this is the best one to grow. It will grow very nicely. So these are the pots where I have grown my spider plants, and this should give you a very good idea on which pot you want to grow your plant. And also it is giving you an idea that there is no restriction to the pot size at all. So these were some simple steps to grow and propagate the spider plant, and now it's time for you to try it yourself. If you found this video useful, make sure you give it a like and also share with your friends and relatives who are also equally interested in gardening. And if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a great day.